I think we well prepared last few days. We had practice match, and then after that we had a really good match scenario session. The commitment for that match scenario session the players showed, I was very impressed. And after that we had two days of practice, and 2 days optional. So I think they are very much ready.
Coach, actually I have two specific questions.
Introduce yourself.
My name is Dave. I work for All Rounder. And last press conference you have said that to beat team like England you need a collective team effort, which is absolutely correct. If I want to go up to particular of your batsmen, Biton Das, who has been last 2 years the best batsman of Bangladesh regarding form and runs, your captain Tamim Iqbal, who is the best opener of Bangladesh, playing in international cricket, if I am not forgetting, for after 6 months. How crucial will be their role in the top of the order, whether to bat first or chase?
Yeah, any team getting a good start is crucial. If you'll remember last time, I was really emphasized on having a good start whether we bat and bowl, as you rightly said. So it's very crucial for them to get us a good start.
And the second one is, as we have seen earlier in the pitches, the typical Mirpur pitches, Mustafiz actually becomes sleeper. It's very hard to pick him up. So how do you feel his role will be? Can he be the trump card of Bangladesh?
Oh, definitely. When he's on form, he's one of the world best. That we won India series when he started on his own. So I think he's coming back to that similar form now. Last India series he bowled really well. He always bowled crucially overs at the start as well as at the death. So we are trying to use him as a, as you said, like a strike weapon.
Coach, Manush from All Rounder.
Same? All rounder?
There are some players like Taskin Ahmed who play all 3 formats of the game. Don't you think to play all 3 formats of the game is a kind of pressure for them?
You think or me think? I don't think. No.
Hi Janika, this is Ekul Tabada from the Daily Star. There is a lots of talk about Shakir and Tamim relationship after board president interview. So he said, board president says that dressing room is not healthy. So how do you see the overall environment?
First of all, I'm 7 days into the job. I have been on dressing rooms and I've been in teams that everyone don't get along, but still when they step out, they play to the team. When you play for your national team, that's what you expect. You don't need to be best of friends to go out dinner together. So as long as it's not affecting, I think I don't have any problem. And I don't see anything.
Sam from Cricket Board. Abu, just wanted to know what differences you've seen in the team since you last had this job, and now obviously it's been 7 days, but you said you've been following the team. The ODI team in particular, has it progressed or has it been pretty much the same unit or the same type of cricket or the same type of team that it was when you were?
No, I think they have improved a lot in terms of understanding their roles, and mainly I was impressed with how they take the ownership of how they want to prepare. That has really improved, and which I'm very pleased about. And now even the youngsters, you don't need to guide them too much at this stage. They know how they want to prepare, and they know those roles. So in that sense, it's improved.
And when you were coach, Mehdi Hasan Miraj made his debut in 2016 in the first season in England. Now he has become more also a batsman who's being taken seriously and has won a couple of games for Bangladesh. How do you see his progress?
Oh, very pleased with that. I always felt that he had that desire to be the best. Even the first test match, I remember he was sitting next to me asking questions non-stop when we were batting. So he was someone who really think about cricket and watched a lot of cricket and asked questions. And so I saw at that time that he will go a long way. He'll be one of our major players because of that keenness to learn.
Hi, Chandigarh and Srinagar from the Daily Star. Sakib reached Dhaka yesterday and he just practiced on both and did some fitting work. And today's game, do you think that after long travel, playing the game is best?
I mean, nowadays, you know, there's so much cricket played everywhere in the world. Like even the other team players who just coming in 2 days before, and you have to play. That's the nature of the scheduling now. But Shakib's case is he had the emergency to go home, and it's a long flight. I asked him how he feels, and he said that he's feeling good, and he practiced yesterday and he's practicing today. And I think you have to back him because of his experience and who he is. He has played, 15, 17 years of cricket. He knows his body. So I have to judge, go by his judgment.
For the brand of cricket England is playing, is it a great opportunity to lift your skill level?
It's a great question, but there is some, if we have to live only for them, that's not the right motivation. We play for your national team, you always want to do well, so there's no question about it. But then your question is, we play against the world best, they're the world champion, and one team is playing somewhere else and there's another team. So the depth of talent in England has at the moment is mind-blowing. So for us to test against them is a really good opportunity for us to see where we at and what's the gap that we need to breach. If we do well in this condition, that gives us a lot of confidence that where we at as well. So.
Yes, sir. There are some discussions I think that we have idea about these views. Number one of my colleagues, he told that the problem of the dressing room. Another discussion, relationship between Shakib and Tamim is not too good. My question is here that is it the ideal time to discuss about these issues before a series when Bangladesh is going to play against England?
Yeah. I don't have to answer this, isn't it? If this is a question regarding this series, no. Can you ask?
Ideal time.
Right? There's no ideal time for anything. This is ideal time to ask a question about the series.
Hi, Coach. This is Madhav from Telesta. Coach, obviously this is going to be your first assignment Tuesday, and that is to side like England. What would be your message as a coach towards the team to start with?
Yeah, I think it's only how many days? I had 7 days into it, so I'm not going to even talk much at all because they've been playing good cricket lately. So my job is to see what they've been doing, what's the processes they've been following to be successful. So if it is working well, I don't need to come and put something in unless I see something that I need to add. So probably I observe for first 2 games and how we're going to play, and then we'll take it from there.
Tony Qureshi from Cricketer.com. One of the reasons why you were put back in the fold was ostensibly BTV were looking for quite a strong character to coach the team. Is that how you perceive yourself?
I think that's what other people think. That one of my strengths is that I know what I want, and then I go for what I want. Like I'm very confident of what I believe is right. Yeah, that's one of my strengths from the young age, because I grew up in a family of my father was in the army and mother is nurse, so you get the tough nurturing of army and then the softness of the nurse. So I think my character built on that. So, and then I'm very honest with people. I'll tell what it is as it is. So.
England plays or speed, what do you think? Who is the much better being in Bangladesh?
I think they have come up with a very good pace attack, one of the best in the world at the moment, and in this tour they have 5 fast bowlers, I think, and with 3 spinners. So the challenge is going to be the fast bowlers on this series.
In the match scenario, I saw when the players were coming out, we were talking to them. I saw when the players were coming out from the pitch, we were talking to them. especially with Little. Even in the last day, you were talking with Little and America. Is Little having some technical changes with his batting, so you are giving him some tips around the leg side?
No, though, just talking about cricket. Yeah, just no, not giving tips or anything. That just he's talking to me about his mindset, how he's been working on things, and lately. So just giving me an update about how we prepare things like that. Yeah.
Coach, this is Faisal Malik from cricket.com. You mentioned about match scenario practice earlier, and you saw batters were aggressive with that match scenario practice. And Bangladesh don't naturally play aggressive cricket in ODIs. So, is there any changes in approach? I mean, is Bangladesh adapting? Is the Bangladeshi batters adapting the aggressive approach from this?
I mean, my last stint here as well, we played aggressive cricket. When you say Bangladesh players don't play aggressively, I don't believe that.
I meant about the batters playing aggressive shots.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. We play aggressive cricket. You see only action of batsmen going. The aggressive means setting aggressive field, right? So there's many ways of playing aggressive cricket, not only hitting the ball out of the ground. So that's what's the action you see, but it's the attitude that we bring in. We play aggressive cricket, whether fielding, bowling, batting. Yeah, so that's how we are going to go forward.
Last 3 questions.
Hello, Chandika. It's Mohsin from NCT. Chandika, being coach, how confident you are beating England in this series, especially when it comes to playing Bangladesh's own soil. In mid-court, it has many spectators, namely the port of Bangladesh cricket, given considering the wicket and everything. Bangladesh, your team ready to accept the chance?
Yeah, we are actually very much prepared for this series in terms of gauging ourselves with the best. That's a great opportunity, as I said before. We are up for that challenge. It's a lot more than confidence. It's the competency that we have, we bank on, because we are competent, we are confident. That's what we talk about inside the dressing room, and doing our best, and then see where we end up on this series.
Hi, Chandika, Bapi from Bangladesh. Attendance practice, you had a meeting with 6 players sitting with 6 players. Miraj and Riton also there. You have many things to do. You said in your earlier press conference. You have a challenge to create a new leadership in the team also.
Yeah, it's not a challenge. I think it's a duty to do that because, as you know, that our top 4 seniors are played 15, 16 years, 17 years. They are not going to play another 10 years. So we need to bring up all the next generation of leadership now itself. So they have put, I don't have to pick them, they pick themselves, like especially in terms of their attitude, how they behave and their performance. So Liton, I think Liton, Miraj and Chanto was there as well, and Taskin was to come, but he wasn't there. I think he and Fries was in the gym or somewhere. So there are players putting their hands up in terms of their attitude, in terms of how they prepare, behave inside the dressing room, and of course performance to be the leaders for the next phase of Bangladesh cricket.
Are you going to consider all seniors to play the first game?
I don't think there's much changes in first 2 games because we've been successful. So the team, only the combination is depending on the condition of the pitch. Other than that, there's no surprises. I think we have full strength, and I don't think they have come with their full strength because some of the players are playing in the Test cricket there. So I back our skills and our strength here. Saying that, they have incredible strength the last 10 years or so. They have developed really good depth in English cricket. I think that's every Test playing nation is envy of that, and any coach would love to have that kind of a depth. I'm hoping that end of my tenure we can do that. We leave something behind like that.